I am Xueyao, healers who have lived at the foot of the mountain. My daily journey up the mountain to collect herbs is my most ordinary. In the past, only the roar of birds and beasts was heard in the mountains. There is an unusually sweet smell. That's the smell of blood. Follow the smell, push through the half-human tall grass. I came across a scene that I will never forget in my life. A man in a black brocade robe fell in a pool of blood. Although the jade belt around my waist is stained with blood, but you can still see that the materials are exquisite. Handsome face, even with eyes closed, dying. It's hard to hide your extravagance. Memories of past lives come flooding in, overwhelm me. This is the day I was soft-hearted and brought him home, take good care of. More than half a month. The day he recovered, the palace guards have broken the peace of my mountain hut. I just found out that he is the crown prince Xiaoyao. Parting time, he looked down at me and said he was alone in the same room. Damaged my reputation. It started with him, willing to protect me with a marriage contract. I believe it happily. Followed him into the golden cage. Open your eyes again. Morning mist still. The smell of blood has not dissipated. The man in front of me, Xiaoyao covered in blood. And I snapped back. I was born again. Back to the day I first met him. In this life, I don't want to be that caged bird anymore. I don't want to dwell on this misplaced kindness and love anymore. He wants to marry conveniently, want to pay off the debt. My fulfillment is the debt of the previous life. I don't owe him anything in this life. He doesn't have to bind me with an engagement anymore. But the moment I turned around, out of the corner of his eye, I caught a glimpse of his frowning frown, as if I had already sensed my existence. And that's what makes me nervous. Does he also carry the memories of his past life? I suppressed the surging emotions in my heart. Step forward quick, fumble for a moment in the dark bag around Xiaoyao's Sure enough, I touched a small signal flare. In my previous life, I waited until I just found out that this is a token for the prince to call for help in distress. I unplugged the lead. The signal flare shot up into the sky with a burst of bright red fire in the morning fog. Do it all. I turned to leave. Soon there was the sound of hooves in the distance. It seems that the palace guards received the signal and came. I picked up the medicine cabinet at One last look at Xiaoyao's face. Still handsome, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Xiaoyao is the crown prince of the dynasty, my husband in a previous life. From now on, you and I don't see each other. I turned around without hesitation. I just took 2 steps. Suddenly, several men in black jumped out of the trees on both sides. The sword reached my throat in an instant. The man in black has sharp eyes. Ask in a deep voice who you are. Why save him? The voice just fell. Then other men in black came forward to check my medicine cabinet. Herbs are scattered all over the place. There are also silver needles, medicine, apparently proves that I'm here to collect, not ulterior motives. The man in black withdrew his sword, pulled a gold ingot out of his arm. Hand it to me, girl. No wonder I am the secret guard of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince. Here's a down payment. Wait for His Highness to return to the palace safely. There must be thanks. I sideways. Didn't pick up the gold ingot. The man in black frowned slightly. Ask the girl what she wants. Official title. As long as the girl speaks, Your Highness will surely agree. What I want, you can't afford it. I said lightly, the voice is calm. What I want, it is a freedom that I did not have in my previous life. It is peace away from the conflicts of the palace. Even the prince can't give these. Just then, a violent cough came from behind. The faces of the guards hastily turned around and rushed Shout out respectfully, Your Highness. I know you are awake. He's all right. In this life, I have helped him send a signal. It can be regarded as indirectly repaying the kindness of the previous life. I picked up the medicine cabinet. Turn around again and get ready to leave. But he was stopped by the secret guard guarding the door. Girl, stay. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince. The tone of the secret guard was unquestionably tough. I suddenly realized this repayment, maybe I couldn't refuse from the beginning. Generosity is hard. I had to walk back. Xiaoyao sat up, still pale. But I can see clearly. And he looked at me with a hint of gratitude in his eyes. The opening is the familiar words from the previous life. You saved me. Thank you, girl, for the rescue. A lone boy and widowed girl. Fear of damaging the girl's reputation. I am willing to keep you safe with a marriage contract. No need. I refused without thinking. Firm tone. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince is serious. Healing and saving people is the duty of doctors. I don't need His Highness to repay by marriage. Just ask from now on. You and I are all right. Do not disturb each other. And I turned around and left. This time the guards didn't stop them immediately, and I breathed a sigh of relief. I thought I could finally get rid of it all. But just took 3 steps. The sound of weapons unsheathed came from behind. 2 long swords lay in front of me. Girl, wait a minute. A guard stepped forward and said, Your Highness' safety is paramount. Make sure the girl is not in danger. Let the girl go. I'm about to argue. The sound of hooves in the distance grows louder. The sound this time, louder than the previous secret guards and guards. Soon a delicate female voice came. With an undisguised eagerness, Xiaoyao brother, how have you been? You really scared me to death. The sound is getting closer. I felt a chill for some reason. In his previous life, he clearly appeared after Why did this light come so quickly? It's Cangwu. I was moved. Sure enough, it was him. I didn't see him until I entered the palace in my previous life. He came so fast in this life. It shows how deep his affection for Li Xiaoyao is. Cangwu is dressed in pink. Xiaoyao walked straight to Li Xiaoyao's side. Orbital redness, reaching out to touch his cheek. I'm afraid of hurting him. The gentle movements are outrageous. Xiaoyao, brother, are you seriously injured? Why hasn't the imperial doctor come? Li Xiaoyao looked at him. The coldness in his eyes melted away in an instant. With a hint of reassuring Ali. I'm fine to worry you. The tacit understanding and warmth between the eyes of the two. In my previous life, I naively thought they were heartless. It's ridiculous. I quietly take a step back. I want to turn away while they are not paying attention. But she was still discovered by Cangwu. She turned around. He looked me up and down. I'm wearing a coarse dress, a little bit of soil and herb juice. Incongruous with her luxury and sophistication, there was a flash of disdain in her eyes. Then he asked who the girl was. The guard on the side hurriedly went forward to report back. It was this girl who saved the crown prince. Cangwu's eyes became colder and colder. A suet jade bracelet fell off his wrist. Hand it to me. Thank you, girl, for saving brother Xiaoyao. This jade bracelet will be given as a thank you gift. Jade bracelet is warm and it's worth a lot at a glance, but in my eyes it's like a gold ingot. All chains. I shook my head. Take a step back. No, nothing else. It is the duty of a doctor to treat and save people. I don't need a thank you. My refusal was obviously beyond Cangwu's expectations. The hostility in her eyes deepened. His tone became sharp. I can hear. This folk woman. I like to use some underhanded means to climb the dragon. The girl saved brother Xiaoyao. I'm afraid there are other plans. Her words just fell. I caught a glimpse of the maid behind her quietly retreating. It seems to be sending some signal. I'm afraid this difficulty is not as simple as the surface. My words are like knives. And all the guards looked sideways. There was a little more inquiry and doubt in the eyes that looked at me. I am at ease. Step forward, looking straight into Cangwu's eyes. Said I don't need to cling to anyone. My future lies among the mountains and plants, on every patient who needs me, rather than within the high walls of the palace, not in any man's backyard. Presumptuous Cangwu roared angrily. Do you know which man you mentioned? It's His Royal Highness the Crown Prince. It is precisely because he is His Royal Highness. It's better to keep your distance from a countrywoman like me, so as not to tarnish the identity of His Highness. It also broke my silence. My response is neither humble nor arrogant. Just then, Li Xiaoyao's weak voice sounded. Let him go. Cangwu was stunned. Obviously, I didn't expect Li Xiaoyao to release him. Just wanted to say something more. It was stopped by Li Xiaoyao's eyes. The guards saw this. They withdrew their weapons, opened the pathway, and I walked without hesitation. Naturally never saw. Li Xiaoyao looked at my fading back. An imperceptible smile arose at the corner of his mouth. I was running away. I just want to have nothing to do with that pair of people from now. I found out later. Cangwu was standing by his side at that time. See him like this, complaining with a bit of coquettish anger. Xiaoyao, brother, look at his lofty appearance. I really don't know what to be proud of. Just a mountain village woman. So what if I save you? Dare to refuse your engagement? And when Li Xiaoyao retracted her gaze and eyes are instantly soft, gently pat the back of her hand to appease Ali. Don't bother with him. He saved my life. There's always grace. I won't make it difficult for him. But I never knew. When he said that, fingertips are rubbing the jade belt between the There is a ray of light hidden in the eyes. Back to the hut at the foot of the mountain. And I put the basket down. Classified the herbs one by one. Dry. I thought the days to come would be so peaceful. Daily medicine collection. Guard this small courtyard and live in peace. But fate always seems to play tricks on me. But today, I put on the medicine basket again and went up the mountain to walk to the fork in the mountainside. A burst of rapid footsteps suddenly sounded. I jerked around. I saw several men in black running out of the bushes. Stop me. These people are dressed in civilian clothes. I also see the secret guard who met when he rescued Li Xiaoyao that day. My heart tightened, clenched the handle of the medicine basket. I asked in a cold voice, what's the purpose of you blocking my way? The man in black took a step forward. The tone is not respectful, but with some eagerness. Xueyao, girl, I am waiting for His Royal Highness the Crown Prince of the Palace Guards. From that day, the old injury now dying in the palace. The imperial physicians are helpless. His Highness remembers the girl's life-saving grace that Know that the girl is skilled in medicine. I have been specially ordered to come and invite the girl into the palace to treat. Li Xiaoyao is critically ill, and I had a lot of questions. When I left that day, although he is pale, but I can speak normally. The breath is also stable. Why did you suddenly fall ill? What's more, he has an imperial doctor by his side. Why did you come all the way to hire me as a rural doctor? But looking at the eagerness in the eyes of the man in black doesn't seem fair. I was a little more hesitant. Doctor's benevolence. Even if I have a grudge with Li Xiaoyao, if he is really dying, I can't just sit back and watch. I sighed. After all, I still can't let go of the doctor's duty. Okay, I'll go with you, but I'll get to the point. I can only do my best. If it can't be cured, please don't make it difficult for me. The moment you step on the carriage, I accidentally felt the inside of the car engraved with a small kiln character. It is exactly the same as the kiln of Kilnapo. The unease in my heart is growing. The man in black led me to the carriage parked at the foot of the mountain. The carriage runs smoothly, extremely fast. Apparently it is a royal horse used in the palace. All the way bumpy. I'm sitting in a carriage with mixed emotions inside. Enter the imperial city again, to that golden cage again. Just feel suffocated. The carriage drove directly into the palace. Finally, he stopped in front of a familiar palace. I got out of the car and looked up. The 3 characters of Yao Guanghao come into view. This is the palace where I lived for a long time in my life. It's the home I once naively thought. Now think about it. It's just a cage that traps me. The furnishings of the palace are almost identical to those of the carved window lattice, delicate screen, and the dresser by the window. Everything familiar makes me panic. Mind, the picture of the past life involuntarily emerges. I used to sit at this dresser, let the maid pull my hair and stroke my eyebrows, looking forward to the arrival of Xiaoyao. I once planted a begonia plant in this courtyard, looking forward to seeing the flowers with him when they bloom. I used to mend his clothes in this room. Silly to think that this is a long flowing love. In an instant, the handwriting of Xiaoyao's unwritten letter is clearly in front of me. The sentence of failing to marry Ali. A lifetime of debt is like a sharp blade, and shatter all my wishful thinking. What love? What expectation? It's all my self-deception. Girl, please rest here for a while. A soft voice interrupted my thoughts. I turned around. It was a maid in a light green palace dress. Meek eyebrows. It is Kui who served by my side in the last life. When he handed over a cup of tea, fingertips trembling slightly, I dodging dare not look at me, as if hiding some hidden secret. I suppressed the surging in my heart. Asked Cure coldly, "Your prince, where is his highness? I'm here to treat him. Why did you bring it here?" Cure was startled by my question. Eyes dodged, faltering. I don't know why. Just bow your head and say, "Girl, forgiveness." This is His Highness' arrangement. The slaves don't know either. His Highness only ordered, let the girl stay here temporarily, awaiting his summons. The doubts in my heart are even heavier. If Xiaoyao is really critically ill, how can you keep me waiting here? There must be something tricky here. But I'm in a deep palace. Involuntarily, I can only wait here patiently. I surveyed the familiar palace. Everywhere brings back memories. It's making me nervous. It was getting dark. The palace lanterns are lit, makes me even more restless. Suddenly I heard a commotion outside the hall, mixed with the salute of the maids. See His Royal Highness the Prince. I was moved, walked quickly to the door, gently opened a crack in the door and looked out. I saw Xiaoyao's upright figure, striding towards the store. His face was rosy, bright eyes, steady. Where does it look like it's half dying? It's alive and well. In an instant, there was a burst of anger in my heart. Head straight overhead. I see. This is all a scam by Xiaoyao. He's not critically ill at all. He made up such lies, just to lure me into the palace. What is he trying to do? I have rejected the marriage contract in my last life. I have already expressed my attitude in this life. Made peace with him. Why is he still so entangled? The backlog of grievances, anger and unwillingness in my heart. I can't keep my cool anymore. Push open the door. He rushed out quickly, standing in front of Xiaoyao. The moment he saw me, there was no panic in his eyes, with a sense of certainty. It makes me even more confused about his intentions. He had just arrived at the door. See me suddenly rush out, also stunned, then stop, looking at me with complicated eyes. Xiaoyao. My voice trembled uncontrollably. Have anger. There is also deep disappointment. You are not critically ill at all. Why did you deceive me into entering the palace? What do you want? The surrounding maids and guards saw the scene. He fell to his knees. The atmosphere dared not come out. After a long time, he spoke slowly. The voice is flat without a trace of waves. Come in and have dinner together. I was completely frozen in place. I never expected him to have such an attitude. His warm palm has already grasped my wrist. Pull me and go to the store. Take my shoulder and let me sit down. A table full of delicacies. It's all dishes that I occasionally mentioned in my last life. We finished the meal in relative silence. Put down the chopsticks. He took my hand again. Take me on a stroll down the stone pavement of the palace. I unknowingly walked to the city tower. Suddenly there was a loud noise in the city. Gorgeous fireworks boom in the night sky. Colorful. Previous life. I was also looking forward to watching a fireworks, but it didn't work out. This life wish came true unexpectedly, and I was confused and alienated. Xiaoyao's hand slowly released mine and laid it lightly on my shoulder. I take a deep breath, remove his hand quietly. I opened my mouth again to ask why you lied to me into the palace. He bowed his head. With burning eyes, he said, "Because I want to see if you still care about me." Just then, Qin Mengli was dressed in aqua green tooling, walking slowly towards the city tower. Holding Xiaoyao's arm intimately, she seems to be concerned about Xueyao girl. Are you still used to entering the palace for the first time? There are more rules in this palace than in the country. obviously care. In fact, every sentence belittles. And I'll just say something, turn around and walk straight down the city tower. Yaoguang Hall. Just entered the temple gate. I saw an unsigned letter on the table. The writing on the envelope. It is somewhat similar to Li Xiaoyao's unwritten letter in his previous life. I thought I would be completely sober through this. But the days that follow, Li Xiaoyao handles government affairs every night. We'll return to the Yaoguang Let me have dinner together. He would ask me a few words about life and ask me about the interesting things I encountered while picking herbs. Eyes focus. I know in my heart that I still like him. This love, even if it goes through life and death, it wasn't wiped out. But reason keeps reminding me, the tragedy of the past cannot be repeated. I can't do that again. I was sorting out herbs in the store today. I accidentally heard the palace maids talking in a low voice outside the door. The Xiongnu in the north are restless again. Your Majesty has decreed. Let His Royal Highness the Crown Prince lead the army again. Their words are like a stone, smashed into my heart lake. It froze me. He's going to the battlefield again. In his last life, he died fighting on that battlefield. Is this history going to repeat itself? The evening before departure, he came to my palace. He was dressed in silver armor, more heroic than ever, but also a little tired. This expedition, the road ahead is uncertain. He spoke in a low voice. This jade pendant, you take it. He took out a warm white jade pendant from his arm. Simple piece patterns are engraved on the jade tentacle temperature. I recognized this jade pendant. He had been wearing it close to his body in his said it was left to him by his mother's concubine before she died. I stared blankly at the jade pendant he didn't pick it up. This is your amulet. I can't take it. His tone was firm. Put the jade pendant into my hand. The hearts of the palace are complex. The days I was away, you take it with you. All my guards recognize this jade pendant. See the jade pendant as they'll keep you safe. I clutched the jade pendant tightly. My sockets are slightly red. In the end, it only turned into a soft ammunition. You must come back safely. When he turned away, I can clearly see the sword on his waist, engraved with the same pattern as on my medicine cabinet. Is this just a coincidence? After he left, I stayed in the palace every day, looking forward to receiving his letter, looking forward to hearing good news from the border. But the days go by. Half a month passed quietly. Don't mention his letter. Not even the slightest bit of battle report came from the border. The anxiety in my heart grew. I can't sit still all day, can't swallow, can't sleep at night. Another half a month passed. The report of the battle at the border finally came. But the news of defeat came. What makes me even more like falling into an ice cave. The war report said that the whereabouts of Prince Li Xiaoyao were unknown. Impossible. I jerked to my feet, grabbed the battle report from the eunuch. Look at those words over and over again. I just feel like the world is spinning. I don't know when the jade pendant in my hand slipped. It fell on the bluestone slab with a snap, broken in half. The jade pendant is broken. My heart seems to be broken. I'm going to find him. I shoved aside the palace maid who blocked firm eyes. Everyone in the palace stepped forward to stop. But I've made up my mind. I returned to the inner sanctuary, plain clothes for easy action, put away the broken jade pendant carefully, hidden in arms. Then I took advantage of the unprepared slipped people, out through the back door of the palace. Out of the palace, I'm speeding all the way west. When Neil and Rough Sleep finally arrived at the border campsite days later, the soldiers guarding the camp saw me dressed in plain clothes, trying to stop me. Take out the broken jade pendant in your arms. The hoarse voice indicates the purpose of the visit. They saw that the jade pendant he quickly informed the general of the barracks. The Lord will be grateful for my friendship in seeking Allow me to follow the search team. Go up the mountain together every day to find the trace of Li Xiaoyao. In search, a veteran whispered to me. The prince sent back a secret letter before he disappeared. Only the word Yaoguang was written in the letter. Days go by. Cold wind in the mountains. Brambles. I cut my hands and feet in several places, but I dare not slack off at all. I searched like this for 2 days. Just when everyone was about to give up, a soldier in front of a hidden cave. Blood was found. I was a little nervous. He rushed over. Sure enough, I saw that familiar figure deep in the cave. Li Xiaoyao reclines on the stone. Silver armor, blood, pale. The breath is weak. Li Xiaoyao, I called him softly. The voice couldn't stop shaking. I dare not delay. Put down the medicine cabinet. Gently lift him up. Untie his blood-stained armor. Disinfect with spirits. Take out the gold or medicine and treat his wound strips. Simply treat the wound. My men and I carried him back to the barracks. The military doctor said he was seriously injured. It's up to God to wake up. I volunteered. Day and night outside his tent. He went in every 2 hours to change his dressing. White body. Feed him some warm rice soup. The morning of the 3rd day, the sky is just getting bright. His finger suddenly moved. I saw him slowly open his eyes. After a while, only then did they gradually focus on my face. Xueyao, her voice is hoarse, but it clearly called out my name. Hear the call. I can't take it anymore. Tears rolled down like beads with a broken thread. She struggled to sit up, gently wiped the tears from my face. Don't cry softly. I'm all right. Xueyao. In fact, I was reborn with the memory of a previous life. In my previous life, I died on the moment I close my eyes. All I can think of is you. I just realized I have always been only its brother and sister, and for you I have already moved my heart, but blinded by kindness and prejudice. I don't regret it until I lose it. After being reborn, I am afraid I can only keep you by my side in a clumsy way. His words hit my heart word by word. The grievances of the previous life gradually dissipated. I looked into his sincere eyes. Not with terrors, I believe you. Under my care, Xiaoyao's injury is gradually improving. After his injury, he resumed his leadership, relying on the memories of past lives and extraordinary defeated the Han army many times. Final triumph. After returning to the palace, Xiaoyao immediately asked the emperor for please marry me as your princess. The emperor gladly agreed. Wedding day. I'm wearing a bright red wedding dress, wearing a phoenix crown. Under the witness of the civil and enter the bridal chamber with him. Dead of night, he gently removed the phoenix crown from stroking the broken hair on my side. Xueyao softly. Rest of life, I will live up to you. I leaned on his shoulder. The heart is full of stability and happiness. I just didn't know. He still had one hidden in his The other half that matches my broken jade pendant. It was a token he failed to send in his previous life. And the fulfillment of this life. Perhaps it was already doomed at the moment of rebirth.